Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. It's so good to be here. Our first Botswana Zoom on Passive Nation, Botswana Nation. I welcome you all. I welcome all the leaders that are here. I welcome all Botswana who are here. All our guests, you are welcome. And mostly I would like to welcome Narelle and Yvonne, who took their time to be here with us today. I'll introduce Narelle Warcon. She is from Queensland in Australia. So now you have a place to visit now on your maps. Narelle joined on Passive in October 2020. And since then, she has never looked back. She's burning with fire for on Passive, and she is in all the Zoom meetings, being co-host and host, and she's hosting Australian Zoom every week, I think twice a week. She's one of those who sleep rarely during the week because of these meetings. She's a published author. She has done a lot of things in her life, and she's a florist. She has done online business, so this is something for her. Please welcome her and listen to her. Let us not do anything, let's just be attentive, and then we can raise our hands afterwards and ask questions. Thank you very much. Welcome, everybody. We thank God for this possibility. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Kiva. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. And thank you everyone for being here. How amazing is this? And how excited are we all? On Passive, Botswana and Norway are in the house. So welcome, welcome. We appreciate your time. We know that time is precious. We know that you are so excited about coming on, listening, hearing more about it, and learning more about this wonderful company on Passive. So right now I'm going to share my screen and start the presentation. Like I said, and as Kiva had said, there is a Q&A afterwards. So please keep your questions, write them down so that we can answer those at the end of the presentation. So I'll go ahead and share my screen. Just one moment. Sorry, it's just won't allowing me to do so. So just hang on a second. Okay, here we go. Well, here we are. And again, welcome. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. My name is Narelle Warcon and I am from Queensland, Australia. And Yvonne Mackett is also with me today, helping to co-host here on the first Botswana Norway presentation webinar. So this is what you will learn here in this webinar today: what On Passive is, about our CEO, what the On Passive product is, why our products are needed, the opportunity currently available, and what the benefits are. So what exactly is On Passive? Well, On Passive is a very real company. We are an online marketing business solution. Now I'll explain that as we go further into the slides, but right here you can see our real business, our office in Florida, where our CEO, Mr. Mufareh, works out of. Our India building, which is approximately 6 stories high and houses about 800 employees right now. The best of the best have been sourced. And this is in Hyderabad, India. They call it like Tech City, like a Silicon Valley of India. This is an internet business. We are a platform where everything has been put together to be able to provide you the most amazing opportunity, not only to earn residual income, but also to share out to those and help bring balance to our world. So we are legal and compliant in over 212 countries, and we have 2 new offices coming soon, one in Bangladesh and one in Singapore. So let me share a little about our CEO, Mr. Mufareh, and he always brings a smile to my face because he is the most down-to-earth, most honest person that I have been able to do business with, in a sense. So Ash Mufareh is a man with a vision for the future. Ash attended the American Intercontinental University for a master's degree in information technology and e-commerce. Ash has over 20 years experience in online business and has researched the likes of Walmart, Google, Twitter, Microsoft, Amazon, and many more. Ash understood how the internet has the potential to change the world and change poverty into prosperity. And if I can expand on that a little more, Ash has had experience online. Ash worked for a lot of those big companies. He built and put together and produced a lot of the products that they use, the tools, the platforms. But what he saw was that about approximately 3% of the people online were the only ones making the money, or making the big money, or any money that made a difference. And he didn't like that. He thought, this is unfair, because there are so many people searching online looking for that residual income, looking for that plan B, looking for that retirement fund. So he decided to put together a platform. Now, when this first started, On Passive didn't even have a name. It was just a platform, an idea. Him and his wife spoke about it, and they put together, and they said, you know what, let's do this. When he went out there and had a look at the platforms that were available to be able to bring these products to the people, he found that the technology that was used was old technology. And that's where On Passive was birthed. And he began to source the best of the best to bring about the most current, the most highly technical AI, artificial intelligence and machine learning products to be above and beyond anything that you've experienced out there. Ash is also a family man, and he has a beautiful wife, 2 young sons, and you may have seen them on our current Founders Only webinars. They're beautiful little boys. He has a keen interest in NASA, and he also enjoys fishing and hiking. So what are On Passive's products, and how will they help you? Well, firstly, there's no recruiting or converting leads. They guarantee targeted traffic. It's self-funding, and it's all done for you. Yes, all done for you. It's never been seen before, and I will explain that again a little bit further on in the slides. There's every imaginable tool for success, all easily accessible in one place. No copycat or recycled tech, just as I explained. When Ash first went out there, he saw that the technology available to him was just not going to cut it for what he wanted On Passive to be. So he created the platforms. He put them together. He sourced the best tech team. And that's why you won't see or have seen anything like this before. And it's all at the lowest price anywhere on the globe. So let me go through a few of our product portfolio tools. These can be seen also on our website at www.onpassive.com. Please, I can say only enough to go over and have a look at the website. See how these fit into your life. If you have a business, small, medium, or large, you are going to be very, very excited about some of the tools that are going to be available for you. I will go through a few here this evening, just to share a little bit of information about them. So one of the ones that stands out for me is Onet. Now, Onet is a revolutionary and secure social networking platform. So it's similar to what you use, say, Facebook. That's a social media platform. Now, we know with social media, particularly Facebook, the censorship, the way that they put people in Facebook jail for next to nothing, they really have sort of a control over people within their platform. Now, we all know that censorship is needed, otherwise there'd be, terrible things all over the place. But they seem to have a control over what censorship really means, and we all know where that is at the moment. So Onet is going to bring you a new experience. It really is revolutionary, and I can't wait for you all to see that one. So OConnect is similar to the platform of Zoom. Now, this is a hassle-free audio-video communication tool. OConnect is, again, a revolutionary platform where it's going to bring you a new experience. We know with Zoom, there is dropouts. We know with Zoom, we're limited. If you want to talk one-on-one, it may be free, but after that, you have to pay if you want to bring any more people on. For us here tonight, we have 100, we're limited at 100, but for the corporate ones, particularly say on Passive themselves, they have a platform available or the area available for 20,000 people, founders, to come on to their meetings. Now that costs Ash about $8,000 to $10,000 a month. Now that is horrendous, and when you're looking at big business, how many big businesses out there are using these communication platforms like Zoom? They're really going to come flooding to on Passive, because as I will explain later a little bit about the platform and the subscription. The one that stood out for me and the reason why I joined on Passive was Oh Bless. Oh my gosh, what an amazing platform. Now, I'll just share a little story with you, because my great niece, has cerebral palsy. She was born with cerebral palsy. She can't walk. She's 9 years old. Her name is Mimi. Mimi is the most inspiring, amazing young girl who keeps a smile on her face. And when other children are off running around the park and doing all those things that young children should do, Mimi's off having treatments to help her walk unaided one day. Now, what this means is that her parents have to fundraise, because there's no insurance that covers the company, the treatments that she goes to. They fly from their hometown in Bundaberg, Queensland, into Sydney, New South Wales in Australia. And their treatments are for 3 weeks with a company called Napa. It's a US company. So again, there's no Medicare, there's no insurance, health insurances that cover that. When they take Mimi down for those treatments, which last 3 weeks, it's also very expensive to stay in accommodation close to where they are. But not only that, those treatments cost them $8,000 to $10,000 for every 3-week block. And at present, they had been going twice a year. They wanted to do more. But, with those expenses, it's just phenomenal. This is to help their little girl walk unaided one day. But Oh Bless, the platform, every year I try and help towards those treatments by doing a fundraiser. I have used Facebook fundraiser before, GoFundMe. What I didn't know and what I found out was just, it made me shake my head, because you know why? Those companies, Facebook fundraiser, GoFundMe, and there are a few other crowdfunding platforms, they take 15 to 30% of the profits. They take 15 to 30% of the money that you've donated, of the money that has been donated towards your community or your cause. To me, that's criminal, because how could you take away from people less fortunate than yourself? How could they do that? A small admin fee perhaps, but 15 to 30% is just criminal. So if I just work that out, I raise about $1,000 to $2,000, and I'm very thankful for having amazing Facebook friends who have seen Mimi and her treatments, and they absolutely love her and want to donate and help her in any way they can. So I raise about $1,000 to $2,000. But if we work on the lower end of 1,000, and if we work about mid-range of that percentage that these other companies take and work it out at 20%. So for every $1,000 I have raised for Mimi, they are taking $200. Now that's $200 that Mimi isn't getting for her treatments. For any of you who have used crowdfunding platforms before, you will probably think that your money was going straight to your community or to that person that needed help. There's so many out there that we can help. And Oh Bless is definitely going to give 100% of the money raised to your community, to your cause, and in my case, to help Mimi with her treatments. So Oh Bless is our crowdfunding platform. And it was predicted just for this year alone that those other companies, the revenue that they will make is $114 billion. Can you imagine what that could have done for those in third world countries, those who are less fortunate than ourselves, the children who don't have fresh water, the children who are picking out of the bins to eat food, they don't have shelter, and not just only the children, but for the homeless in every one of our towns. You know, we've seen it. In some places, it's worse than others. But they are taking, these companies are taking $114 billion from that. So like I said, I think it's quite criminal. So a quote from our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufareh, says, "It's proven scientifically in our DNA that the power of giving is 10 times more rewarding and fulfilling than receiving and taking." And isn't that true? When you give, and if you love to give, you just love to see the smiles on the faces of those people who are receiving from you. So On Passive does give all of the money raised to your community, cause, or idea. So why do we need this? Let's compare the list. Now, this is where I'll expand a little bit more, particularly for those new here. So let's compare the internet, the current model. So it's based on competition and conflict. There's 97% of them are scams. And we know that because we see them coming in through our emails, into our spam folders, into our junk mail. They turn into money pits. So it means that every month, you know, you've got to pay out a little bit more money to stay within some of these companies. They require you to sell and they require you to recruit. Now, I'm sure, and we will discuss this after the presentation, many of you may have been in online marketing, multi-level marketing, those sort of online businesses. Now, there's nothing wrong usually with the products. The products are usually very good. And I and Yvonne both use some of those products still today, because they are good quality products. However, the platform that they use, where you have to sell and recruit, where you have to go out there, you know, talk to your friends, make a list, you know, get this one in, try and convince this one that your product is better than the next person's, it doesn't work anymore. And it never really did, because it just pitted marketers against each other, because everyone was out there trying to get the next person into their business or the next person to buy their product. And there's no guarantees that you're going to make any money. Those companies never guarantee you that and say, hey, you know, just do this, this, and this, and you'll make money. But that's what they do. They make empty promises. They say, just follow me, make a list, do this, do that, be like I, or do what I do, and you will make money as well. But the thing is, and one thing I learned, because yes, I've been there too, is that we can't be anybody else. We are ourselves, and we need to be ourselves, you know, within any company. So it's hard to go out there and market. And that's one of the hardest things. You can share something with your friends and it's easier because you might have found a product that worked well for you. But how many of us have drawers or had cupboards with products in because we bought into something where we were made that empty promise that these people were going to help us build a business and also earn a residual income, and it never happens. My first check ever was about $8.32. I know of people who earned less, and I know of people who've earned a little bit more, but that is not a residual income, because most months I have to pay, or would have to pay, because I'm no longer involved with them. You would have to pay hundreds of dollars to stay within a level within that company. So I just wanted to expand on that so you understand what the internet's current model is. And the compensation plans are based on your own efforts. So if you're not selling, if you're not recruiting, if you're not bringing anybody into your business, then you are not going to earn. You're going to have to buy the product yourself next month, and the month after that, and the month after that. And what you'll find, even with big marketers, is they have to keep bringing in new people, because every 3 to 6 months, people are falling off because they can't afford it. A bill comes in, your registration, your rates, you know, your electricity bill comes in. Well, what's going to go? The product that you've been buying every month, because it's not bringing you an income. So On Passive's new model is based on mutual benefit. It's a real business, it has real products with real people. It's self-funding and pays you to use it. And we will talk about that a little bit more after the presentation. We don't have to sell, we don't have to recruit. The company goes to work for us 100%. And every tool needed for success is included. It's included in the one low price. And again, we'll get to that and talk about the subscription. We have a money back guarantee according to our NDA. So if anybody is sitting on the fence, anybody who's interested in joining as a founder today, you do not have much time left. But we do have, it's a 30-day money back guarantee. So you can come in, take a look around, and honestly, you won't be wanting your money back because you'll see the absolute value that is here right in front of you today. The marketers don't have to only have to compete with themselves. So we're not out there selling and recruiting, so we don't have to compete about it with anyone, you know, so that's a great thing. And it's revolutionary, breakthrough and patented compensation plan, which none of us have seen before. And we won't be able to compare it with anything else because there is nothing else out there like it. So everybody in the near future will use something from OnPassive, whether they come for the money, residual income, or they come for the tools, because many of the people who will come will be small, medium, or large businesses, or those who work from home. So those tools that will be available to them are going to be and make their lives so much easier and save them so much money. They come from the benefits, the connections, or the communication. They will have a reason to come to OnPassive, and believe you me, they will. So what we have available tonight and what we have available right now, and like I said, we don't know for how much longer this will be available. But were you asked to be a founder before in any of those other companies? You know, Mark Zuckerberg asked five of his friends to come to his garage to discuss an idea, which was Facebook, eventually Facebook. 2 stayed and 2 came and 3 didn't turn up. But they are now multi-billion, if not multi-trillion-dollar earners just from Facebook alone. Were you asked to be a founder of Google, of Apple, or Microsoft? No, because those founder positions are hugely money-making. You know, they are, that's where the people are making the money, because they became a founder or they are the founder of those companies. You were never asked to be a founder in that company, but we have a CEO that said, I don't like what the others are doing. I have a big heart. I want to share this out to the world. I want those who are struggling out there to be able to benefit from making a residual income online, to be able to come into a company, to be part of a big family, and OnPassive is exactly that. So what is on offer is the founder's position, and to become a founder within a multi-billion-dollar company, even before launch, is $97 plus a $5 admin fee, which is what the banks charge to process that payment. This is approximately 1,198 Botswana pula. Now, this is not expensive. To be a founder within a multi-billion-dollar company, you know, that is pittance, really. Now, it is a subscription-based company, which means that every month a subscription will be paid to be able to use the tools and products of OnPassive. But for us as founders, at hard launch, because right now we've just sort of started to go into our new ofounders.net platform, our new back office. So we're sort of in a semi-launch, and then we will go into our hard launch. When we go into our hard launch, we will pay once out of pocket approximately $250 to $300. Now, that you can work that out in your own currency, and it's different for all different countries. But if you take it back to US dollars, it's between $200 and $300. That's to start your subscription. Now, once you start your subscription as a founder, you will never have to pay out of pocket again, because those people coming and joining after hard launch, and it goes out there to the world, oh my gosh, we will be the hunted. We won't even have to worry about anybody wanting to know or where to go or whatever. They will be coming to us in droves. And that's where you as a founder will be able to make a residual income, because those people coming in are not just individuals. They are small, medium, and large businesses. So you can imagine a business, say a medium-sized business, they run a Zoom once a week, you know, 100, they've got up to 2,000 people that they can seat, you know, within a Zoom. If they come over to OnPassive, they're going to be paying $250 a month for all of the tools and products available for them. So you can imagine if they're already paying maybe $1,000 a month, you know, even if you look at On Passive, paying $8,000 to $10,000 a month for a Zoom platform to bring on 20 or up to 20,000 people, you know, the money that's going to be saved for these companies. And where do you think they're going to go? As Marty DeGamo has said many times, it's the first time ever that we as individuals, as founders, are going to have the luxury of these big companies coming in under us. You know, that's where it lies. That's where the special part of this is. And that's the way that our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufareh, built it, so that us, the average, normal Joe Blow, you know, the ones out there working our guts out, working hard, you know, the ones out there trying to make ends meet, trying to make a living, to what, retire on nothing or very little. So this really is the opportunity of a lifetime. So time to completely run your whole business on autopilot. Yes, autopilot. And it's any business opportunity. If you already have a business, you can place it on the platform of On Passive, as long as it's legal and compliant through the regulations of On Passive, absolutely. And everything will be done for you 100%. So the advertising, marketing, leads, signups, recruiting, team building. Yes, it automates your existing business and provides a massive income opportunity by simply using the breakthrough platform. So what are the benefits of being a founder? Well, you earn residual income for life. And that also is not just your life. This is willable. This is going down to your children, your grandchildren, and so on. So this is for many lives in your life. You're going to change not only your life, but the lives of those around you, and generational as well. Targeted traffic to your website given to you by the company. So what they do is they build your business and they build your team, and it's done for you automatically. That's the exciting part about this. We don't have to go out there and slog ourselves to try and join up anybody or convince anybody. On Passive does it all for us 100%. And when we say, you know, like they bring targeted traffic to your website, what they do is that they will give you a domain name. They will give you your own website. Okay. Now, for instance, if it's yvonnemackett.com, that will be her website. Now they will be changing the website page 365 days a year. That's how they get the targeted traffic, because you know yourself, if you go into websites, they all look the same every day they all look the same. Well, this is going out there. It's being put out there that people are going to be seeing something different, you know, but that's provided by the company and they're doing all the work for you. So you will be part of the beta testing, which we're in right now. Right now at the moment with ofounders.net, we are beta testing all of the products coming out. Isn't it amazing and exciting to be a part of that? And if you've never been a part of beta testing before, it really is a little bit overwhelming sometimes, but very exciting to see that you are, and you will be able to look back and tell your children that you were a part of the beta testing of On Passive. So you pay one time out of pocket and the subscriptions are paid from profit. So I'll just expand on that, a little. Within our back office, we will have available to us a platform product called OWallet. Now within OWallet, just like your banks, you have different you know, accounts. You know, you might have had a Christmas fund account on one, you might have you know, an iSaver for holidays or something like that. So it's like having a bank account, but it's called our OWallet. Now, in there will come the profits, right? The profits from those people who have joined On Passive as customers and as resellers. The funds will go into that OWallet. Firstly, it will cover the next month's subscription of that $200 to $300 US. And whatever is left over will go into a section where you can benefit from that. So you can just take it out. You attach your bank account details to it and you can transfer straight over to your bank account. Now, this is not like the old platforms where you had to wait a month. You had to wait, you know, for a check to come in the old days. You had to wait for the money to be paid in at the end or a particular date within a month. When that money is in your OWallet, it is available to you to withdraw at any time, whether it be one day, whether, you know, the next day, the next day, the next day, and so on. Whenever it's available for you, you can absolutely just withdraw it and put it into your bank account, do whatever you want. We will also have many things available where you'll be able to transfer money to other O-founders, you know, maybe to help them with their subscription, maybe to donate money, you know, to O-Bless. We'll be able to take the funds straight out of our O-wallet and just transfer it straight over to O-Bless platform. How amazing is that? So you will benefit from the massive market campaigns. And what again, we're just going to be seen everywhere. On Passive has spoken about billboards, television, radio, magazines. You know, their marketing campaigns, which will start soon, are going to be everywhere. There won't be anywhere that people won't see On Passive. We are huge. We are massive. We are going to bring the balance back to humanity. We are going to change lives. So we have access to every tool you will ever need and 100% hands-free. And I can't emphasize that enough. So if somebody offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure you can do it, you say yes, then learn how to do it later. Within On Passive, there really is, you know, you come in, you can be passive, you can be active. Now, let me explain active. Active is just sharing. You know, we come together, we're a family, we're not competing against each other. I'm Narelle Warcon from Australia. Kiva reached out to me and said, hey, you know, we'd like to run a presentation. I don't think, well, Kiva's not in my team. No, it's not like that at all in On Passive. We really are just there to help each other. The thing is also, to be passive is to come in and do nothing, so to speak. But within that passive, to be passive, it basically is you need to log in. You need to go to your back office because you need to see what's happening in your business. Remember, you're not going to work for On Passive. On Passive goes to work for you. That's why you're paying a subscription, because they go to work for you. They set up everything possible for you to be successful within On Passive. You know, so that's the big thing here. So there's nothing really to learn, but once you get in and you've been here for a little while, you start to realize, oh my gosh, this is an amazing community. They all have big hearts. Everybody wants to help everybody. And we all have that vision, or saw the vision passed down from our CEO, Mr. Mufareh, when he said that he wants to bring balance back to humanity. He wants to bring correction to the corruption. So it really is quite a massive task that our CEO has taken on. But look at the founders. Over 1,100,000 founders saw the vision of our CEO, Mr. Mufareh, and jumped on board and said, you know what, I don't want to miss out on this. So thank you so much for joining us to hear about this amazing opportunity. Please get back to the person. If you are a guest here and have joined us this evening, we will go into a Q&A, but please get back to the person who invited you here to this meeting for your personal invite. And we will see you at the top where your ears will pop. An amazing quote from our CEO, Mr. Mufareh. So thank you for your patience in listening tonight. We'll now go into a Q&A.
Yeah, awesome. That was nice. Wow. We're surely in it to win it. Thank you for the presentation, Narelle. Yeah, it was
absolutely
perfect.
welcome. Thank you, thank you,
Awesome.
thank you. Kiva, I don't know whether any questions have come through the chat box. You know, there may have been some things that people might not understand. I know that you've got quite a few people here who are new founders, only joined in perhaps the last week, couple of weeks, month, last couple of months. We're certainly here for you all. I think listening to a presentation, that's how when I started to just listen to everything I could, because everybody hears things differently. Everybody sees things differently. So we learn a lot by watching, you know, by absorbing and saying, oh, well, I didn't know that, or I didn't hear that the last time. So if anybody does have any questions, Kiva, I don't know whether there are any guests here, and if there are not any guests that you don't know, then we will keep it at, you know, a guest webinar, and just make sure that any of the information that we shared tonight, because of the proprietary information from our back office, we won't share any of that tonight. However, we can organise or invite you over to our On Passive Aussie Girls and a Kiwi Guy. We have a Thursday night Founders Only, where we go through how to log in if you're having any concerns, if you have any questions there as well, but for Founders Only. So Kiba, I'll hand it over to you for a minute.
Yeah, there was a question from Maska and Maseho, and Yvonne answered it. She was asking when All Bless was going to start and if we could join All Bless as charities.
Absolutely.
And Yvonne answered her. What did you say, Yvonne? She said we'll be able
we'll be able to do all that once we launch. Until we launch, I think we just have to wait patiently. And when we launch, then we will be able to add all our charities and everything onto the platform.
Yeah, once as if you're logging in and you're seeing your new ofounders.net platform, you will be able to see all the new tools and platforms available. So you will see OChat, you know, OTrim, ONetwork, all of those things being added at present time. So just keep an eye out there. Once we do go into hard launch though, that's when a lot of those platforms will be available. And honestly, you have no idea how much it's going to help. Just if I can explain, you know, if 1 million founders, say for instance, we'll just round it up to 1 million, and we all gave $1, just $1 to Obless, that would be $1 million. You know, if we gave $10 a month, that would be $10 million. So this is the platform 100%, knowing that 100%, you know, knowing that 114 billion the other companies took and never even got onto, you know, the people who needed it the most. It really is. I just shake my head, you know, so it's going to be an amazing platform for sure.
It's amazing. I would like to, before we start the questions and answers, those who have their hands up, please lower them first so we can ask those who are guests to raise their hands so we know if there are any guests here, so we can control our language. Those who are
there
guests,
is a question.
Yeah, before we go to to answer the questions, I would like to know if anybody here is a guest. Please raise your hand up. It seems we are all founders here. Manto, are you a founder? Manto?
No, I'm a guest. I'm Bitumelo's guest.
Oh, okay, you are Bitumelo's
Yes.
guest. So we have one guest here. So Narelle, when you answer, yeah.
Absolutely. Go ahead and ask your question, Mantlo.
I just wanted to know if, let's suppose I already have a running business, whether it is MLM or whatever, as long as it's a running business, can I market it here?
Mantlo, as long as it's approved through on passive platform. So you know, you could have your MLM business, as long as it's approved through on passive, then you can put it onto the on passive platform. Okay, so that won't be a problem. It just has to be approved. Okay. A lot of people here may have you know, MLM companies and things like that. They might have bricks and mortar businesses, but as long as they're legal and compliant to on passive rules, then absolutely you can bring it to the platform. So
okay.
Do you have any other questions?
No, ma'am, no.
There's a question in the chat, if Kiba wants to read it out.
You can read it, Yvonne, that's okay. Please, go ahead.
Is it Maska? Please explain how the O wallet works. Does the money get taxed when sitting in the O wallet or only when transferred?
Okay, so sorry, who asked that question, Yvonne?
Maska.
Maska, I just want to let you know that the O wallet, Ash has said that he doesn't want the money staying within the O wallet for very long. We will be able to keep a certain amount there once we sort of start to earn and things like that. But he would like you to take the money from the O wallet and put it into your bank account. Now, each country has different laws, different rules around taxation. So you need to hire yourself a good accountant, a good tax agent, somebody who will be able to help you with sorry, can you stay muted unless you're being, unless we're talking with you? Thank you. Yeah, so what they have advised, Leadership Council, also Ash himself, you know, that you're going to need a good tax agent, somebody who's going to be able to help you in your country with where are you going to put your money? What are you going to do with it? Because eventually you're going to have that much money that you're going to have it taxed, okay? You're going to have to pay tax. Now, one of the things, you know, if you've been in business at all is if you're making that much money that you're being taxed, it's exciting because you're making enough money to be taxed so much. That is really quite a good thing. Tax agent, accountant, I think they've even said lawyers or things like that. You know, you might be able to start a non-for-profit organization. You know, there are ways of being able to help people, but it also being a tax advantage. But I can't share any of that. I'm not a tax agent. All I can say is when the apples start to come, you need to go out and source somewhere in your country a good tax agent, a good accountant, somebody who will be able to help you financially, financial advisor even, are very good to be able to do that. But yes, you will have to pay tax on the money, and it won't be able to stay in the O wallet for a long period of time.
So O Bless will do wonders. It's a bonus.
It is a bonus. And we can transfer from our wallet straight into O Bless once that gets set up. So that's a very exciting thing as well. Okay, so any other questions?
Nope. No, there's nothing in the chat now.
Okay. I know, is it Super? You had your hand up there before. Was there a question you wanted to ask? Super? Sorry, just not for the pronunciation.
Birgit, did you have a question?
You muted, darling. That's it.
Yeah, me?
Yes.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I am. Thank you. Sorry, I
me?
didn't know how to pronounce your name.
Okay. Thank you. You see, this is the best presentation I have heard that I understand from the start to the end. So now I understand everything 80% more.
Yeah.
And I would like to have this video tape so I can share it. Where can I get this? Is it allowed to get this?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm recording this tonight on my Zoom because I came on my Zoom platform. I'm going to, once it's gone through the processing, I will have to upload it onto our Aussie Girls YouTube channel, and then we will make it available. I will send the link through to Kiva, and I'll also put it in the WhatsApp group. So you can share it then with whoever you like. Just remember that you need to send your registration or your personal invite with the video, okay?
First a personal within, how do you do that?
Okay, so you know, I can go into this part of it, but in your back office, you go to my links on the left-hand side.
Oh, so I have there, yeah. Okay, sorry,
so you can go and just get your registration link. Yeah, just get your registration link. If somebody is interested and they listen to the video, then you can send them your registration link, okay? That's all that basically means. But we have quite a few different presentations on our YouTube. If Yvonne, you might like to put that in the chat, just YouTube on Passive Aussie Girls.
I have already.
For that, thank you. She's onto it. And you can share anything from there.
Can I ask? Because I I feel so stupid with ET and computer and all that stuff, and I am used to Facebook and YouTube and to share. And when I see you share on YouTube, I pass it on and I share from and then I'm thinking, am I doing anything wrong? And I see it on and I saw on Facebook, and I shared it, and I'm so scared if I have done anything wrong and shared something I shouldn't do.
No, I think in the beginning, we're all a bit like that, because we're just very aware of the company that we have joined with on Passive, and we don't want to lose that opportunity. Now, there is really nothing that you can do wrong if you're sharing. Facebook has some available, if you want to run it past one of us, before you send it out, that's fine. But honestly, as long as it's not sharing the proprietary information, which is only exclusive to our back office, then you should be okay. All right.
Okay.
So YouTube are out there for the world to see. If people have a YouTube video that they don't want seen, they don't put it as public. They put it as private or unlisted, and they can only share it with those people who are perhaps founders. So anything that you see on YouTube that is out there, it's out there for the public to use. Anything you see on Facebook, as long as it's positive, again, we share quite a bit. We have a on Passive Aussie Girls and a Kiwi Guy Facebook group. It's only, I'm just going to plug this a little, Kiba. I don't mean to do this, but it's only if you want to see when any upcoming, Australian and New Zealand webinars are on. We don't do this to bring in founders or anything like that. We just do it to share information about our webinars that are upcoming. So you can have a look at that by going over to Facebook. Facebook.com/Nandi.life, and Yvonne will put that in the chat box as well. Anybody who'd like to stay updated on, we'll also put in, upcoming Botswana presentation webinars, but also if it's the right time for you, for us in Australia, and you want to join in, please, you're welcome. That's the thing. Go to every webinar you are able to attend, whether there's ones in Africa, that suit your time better. You've got this one happening today. We've got what I see 41. We could have been even more than that. This is amazing turnout. You're all excited. You all want to learn. And the thing is, you can't absorb it. You can't absorb it quick enough. It's like, I just want to know, I just want to learn. I just want it all now, but it will come. The more that you just plug in to the system, go into your back office, have a look around, ask people, ask your questions. There's never, ever, ever a silly question, okay? Because we're all learning, and we all started right from the very beginning. Some people in on Passive have been in business. Some of them are big marketers. That was Marty DeGamo, Mike Ellis, and Dan Street. That was basically their job prior to on Passive, was marketing. So we don't have to have those skills, because on Passive goes to work for us. So don't ever be afraid of asking those questions, because there's many out there that are not techie people. They're not people with qualifications in computers or anything like that. We all started somewhere, and absolutely just ask away any question. So
so
thank you.
Can I just say,
so
how do you pronounce your name? Super
thank you
or
so
Supper?
much.
I think there's a delay in the internet.
Yeah, just remember to send your registration link out with the video, and let them know it's your registration.
Yeah.
Okay, because they,
Yeah.
Okay. I get Kiba is such a good helper. She is amazing. So I can get a little bit help from her.
Absolutely.
That's good.
And Kiba, she is a leader, and she is there for all of her team and those who are not on her team, so and if Kiba doesn't know it, she can ask myself or Yvonne, or reach out to any leadership council as well. They're all there to help each other. So don't ever feel that you're alone, because you are absolutely not. You've got a million founders with you.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you.
There is.
Oh, that was so good to hear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And welcome, and thank you for coming on tonight, and for your support. for Botswana and the webinar tonight. So
There is another question. Do you mind me, Kiba, saying it, or would you like to?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. Now, I think it's Marite. Is it Marite? I'm not sure how to say her name. Why is it that my invitee cannot register as an O founder? Every time she paid it, it's always failed. I would not. We've had this in the past because we're going through into the new platform. I won't don't keep registering. Just do it once and just wait for a while and go back.
yeah. And
yeah,
sorry.
because it might just be lagging and things like that. Otherwise, you're paying. If you don't want to pay more than once, it's probably already gone through. So I'd just actually wait and then
Marie,
go.
Yeah, this is a founder's question, and we do have guests here tonight. So I just ask if you could pass that question on to Kiba, and we will answer that through Kiba as well. So
Yeah,
we're just making these,
sorry.
simple questions and answers tonight. So if you're just aware, founders only information can't be shared on the platform this evening, but certainly ask your questions. You know, if there's anything out there that you're wanting to know, we'll answer the ones that we're able to. So I'll just take it over to Ruth for now, because I see you have your hand up, Ruth. If you would like to ask your question, just unmute your microphone. Thank you.
Good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, thank you so much to Narelle, Yvonne, and all the other leaders who are on the platform. Thank you so much. I know it's very late in Australia now, it's your bedtime, but you made it possible to see us start off. Thank you so much. What a wonderful presentation it was also.
Thank you, Ruth. And
yes, it was just
it's 11:15 p.m, but okay. I made sure I had a little nap so I could be here present with everyone tonight, because you know, I just love you all, because we're here for On Passive and just sharing. So thank you, Ruth. I appreciate those lovely, kind words.
Yes, thank you. And then I would also like to thank my leaders, Kiba and Gaspar, for sharing this wonderful opportunity with me. So it's just like a dream come true.
Yeah.
I wake up every morning with a lot of energy, looking forward to what the day will bring. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ruth. When you sort of been in and, you know, a few months, you become what I call unpacified, because
yes,
you think,
exactly.
you sleep, you bath with it, you wash up with it. It's constantly in your head, and how you're going to bring that change into your life, the lives of those around you, your family, your friends, your neighbors, your community. You know, like it's endless where your thoughts are. You know, so. I'm glad that you're feeling excited. Don't ever lose it, because, and I don't think you will, because I never have. And you know, you listen to that song, you listen to our founder when he comes on for Founders Only, you see his heart, he's relaxed. You know, he said it's a done deal, and it is a done deal, you know. So we're in beta testing right now. It's taken a while to get there, but you know, we're there and we're all part of it. You know, we're going down in history, you know, so that's what you can be proud of. So just share and love on those who you're sharing with. Those who don't see it are not visionaries, or not meant to see it right now, but they will come to On Passive later on, you know, as customers or resellers as well. So yeah, so thank you very much, Ruth. I do see Charity. Charity has her hand up.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi guys.
I didn't call you Mofek.
This time around. Well, now it sounds like a cliche. Mine is not a question, just a comment, just to say thank you, just like Ruth, for coming through for us to our first Botswana webinar. It's exciting. We are happy. We are excited. And also to thank Kiba for her continuous leadership. I mean, we are forever on the phone talking about passive, we sleep late. So thank you very much, Narelle and Yvonne. I mean, I've been always in your webinar, in the Australian webinar, but now that you are here, I mean, I really feel at home, and me and you are quite a long way to go. So
Yeah.
we'll be together for a very, very long time. So thank you again.
We certainly will. Thank you, Charity. It's always lovely to, you know, like when you see people coming into our Australian one and New Zealand one, it's so lovely just to have that support, you know, the love that's shown. People take their time out just to come along and support others. So it absolutely was a no-brainer to come over here and support you guys. You know, we just wanted to be here. You know, you've reached out and said, hey, you know, we want to be able to do this. We've got new founders and, you know, we just need help. And absolutely 100% for you guys. So, you know, just reach out, let's stay in contact. We'll be having more of these. It's coming up for Christmas next week, so there might need to be a little break just over a couple of days there for Christmas, people spending time with their families. You know, just time out sometimes is nice, you know, hop away from your computer, take on life, go outside, smell the roses, you know, kiss your family, hug your family. And like Ruth said, you know, it's just so exciting. It's all happening. But we will organize with Kiva about a founders only as well, so that we can step you through, you know, if anybody's having any concerns or whatever, we can step you through logins and things like that, you know, keep you up to date with what's happening coming through from the founders only. Sometimes you guys, I'm not quite sure of the time when Ash holds a founders only. For Yvonne, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. For me, it's 5 o'clock in the mornings. Sometimes it's different times, you know, of the day and night. I'm up, like I said, I listen to Red Fern from the UK and Ireland. That's another one. If you have people, just remember, it doesn't have to be in your country. It can be worldwide. You know, if you know somebody in America, in Canada, you know, the UK, in Australia, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, you know, there's some beautiful founders here tonight. Joanna, I see you there from Papua New Guinea. Nancy was here as well. I'm not quite sure whether they're still here, but they have sometimes internet problems as well. But you've got a lot of support here because we just shared it out and said, hey, you know, this is the first one for Botswana. And, you know, we're here to absolutely 100% support each other. So thank you, Charity, for always supporting us as well.
Thank you. And to my fellow founders, new and old, I think it's best, what I find helping as well is to listen to as many, to join as many as you can. You join as many webinars as you can, because you learn a lot throughout all those webinars. So they should just get into the habit, at least once a day, log in, check in the back office and log in 1 or 2. You know, it keeps you going. You learn a lot. In one webinar, you'll find you've learned something that you didn't know before. So it really helps. So they should keep plugging in.
Yeah, and that's absolutely true, because you know, one of the things, you don't have to be there live. I mean, it's exciting to be here live because you're interacting, but there's so many recordings. All you need to do is go into webinars in your back office, have a look at recorded webinars. You know, there will be ones there from our CEO, or there might be ones from Marty, you know, that he has put up, things like that. Like I said, just reach out. We've got recordings over on our YouTube channel as well. Just have a look. You learn something different from each and every one of them, you know, so, and you relate to each one differently. You know, I love Mike Ellis videos. Love Mike Ellis videos, right?
I like that.
Straight to the point. Yeah, I like Red as well, but I listened to Mike. That's how I got in. And I thought, oh my gosh, you know, this guy's amazing. But I sent it to a lady, a friend of mine, and she said, oh, he's boring. So everybody hears something different or sees it differently. So some like it upbeat, you know. Australians are fairly laid back. We just like it. Well, we just like to hear it as it is. Just tell us what it is. What do we have to do? How much we're going to pay? We're in.
I feel like with Marty, though, I can't hear a word that he says.
Mike Ellis?
No, Marty Digon.
Oh, Marty. Yeah, Marty's muffled, I suppose. But, you know, he has so much information to share. He's just incredible. I love having him on any webinar or him being there. I stay up, like last night I was on his live at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's not just so much to hear if he's got anything new to say, you know, that's part of it, but it's seeing everybody else. It's just hearing his voice. It's sort of like a reassurance, you know what I mean? It's like a lullaby before you go to sleep.
Okay, thank you.
He's all
Yeah.
heart, isn't he? It's just
Yeah.
you just hear his heart when he speaks. There's no crap with him, you know. He
And,
comes straight out with it. It's good.
Yeah, don't tell him I said that. Okay, well, it has been an incredible night, and if we have no more questions, Kiba, we might wrap it up shortly. I can turn off the recording shortly, and we can just have a quick chat. So I might do that. I see Tina's in from Singapore. Hello, Tina. Lovely to see you. Martha, it was lovely meeting you today as well. I really am very, very excited for Botswana. You know, the love, you know, the strength that we all have in that supporting each other. Kiba, thank you so much for reaching out to me. Thank you for saying, hey, you know, let's get together. Let's see what we can do here. And here we are. And look at how many, you know, beautiful faces here. And you're about to change the world. You're about to change your life, the lives of those around you. I tell you what I'd like to do before I just finish off the recording or stop the recording before we finish off. Kiba, would you like to share with us tonight a little bit about your journey? Like, what is it that Kiba wants from On Passive? What do you want to change? You know, what is it that you saw in On Passive? Because I'd love to hear that, and I'm sure others would too.
Yes, it's exciting. I mean, I have joined this On Passive fever right from the beginning, because when Gaspard sent me the links and was inviting me, and I listened. There were 2 of them, and I listened to them. I couldn't sleep at night. I had to find money to register, and I kept on sending him messages. When is this closing? When is this closing? Because I didn't have money that time. And then he was saying that, no, no, when is it closing? And then he was saying that, no, it will close anytime from now. We don't know, but it is very soon. And I was so stressed up when I didn't know what to do. I talked to my husband that this is what is happening. I have this opportunity. Can we go for it? And he was not interested. He said, no, I'm not going to use money on such MLM or something like that. But if you want to use your own money, you can do that, your own pocket money. And then I said, okay, at least he let me do it. And I was contacting Gaspard, and he was giving me more information, and he invited me to a Saturday webinar at 5 o'clock with all those people in America, and I was listening, and I had to join, you know. And since I went in, I couldn't sleep. The very same day, I sent a message to my sister, Martha. I sent a message to my friend, and she was just wondering, what is going on, Kiba? You are sending me all these links. What is this? I said, just listen, just record, go into your room and listen to these videos, and don't ask me questions. We will talk later. Please do it. Time is running up. And she went in and she said, okay, fine. She told me that, okay, I will do it for you, because we've been supporting each other. But when she also got in and she realized what she was into, then we were, both of us, spending sleepless nights. And we share so much of this. Every time we go to Zoom meetings, we are compelled to register more. And, you know, I have helped some people to register, and I am compelled to register every time I get the possibility, the money, and all that. I mean, the first time I listened to Ash was on his meeting. It was a video on the 16th of September. It was mind-blowing. That man has a heart of gold. I have never seen him. I mean, what I can say is that Ash is sent of God, because there's no man who can just have that heart for human beings out of his own. He's not controlling himself. I mean, I can see the way he is speaking also in these webinars. He is speaking in parables, but if you listen with your spirit, you can get what he is really after. So he is a man who is going to change the world. I always say to my friends also that he is going to win the Nobel Peace Prize one day, and I am sure of that. So On Passive is a journey. Yes, of course, sometimes you say, when is it launching? But I know that the wait will be worth it. You know, a lot of people, I see a lot of people in my group that they really haven't grasped this thing so much, because I see the way they ask questions, they don't understand. They don't know what they're in for. They think that $97 is so much to sacrifice for this, when they don't know the time frame and all that. Why is he not giving us time? When he's talking about bonuses, how much is he going to give us? You know, I told them that the bonuses is just a plot. It's just something small, you know. Just wait until the launching, you will see. And I'm telling you, a lot of us are going to be in for a surprise when we see the apples falling into our own wallet. So I'm really privileged, and I'm really happy every time I talk to somebody about On Passive and they register. And I cry for those who this is not for them, because I have met a lot of people who have said, no, don't even continue, stop there. I have been blocked by people whom I tried to help. They blocked me literally from their messengers, you know, and I feel so sorry for them. And I hope that as many Botswana as possible, especially, can go into this, can grasp this opportunity and change our country. We need it. The world needs it. And oh bless, oh my God, oh bless is the best thing that can happen to anybody in this world. So we will be part of Oh Bless. We are going to bless people, and because we know that this money will be used accordingly. Yes, I have been also in this orphanage paying for children, and if you don't have control of what the people are doing, they take 10%, 20% for administration. I understand that they also need to get paid, but I mean, when we give this money, we give to that particular kid, we want all the money to go there. So we are so blessed to have All Blessed in this platform, in this On Passive. It is a community that is going to change the world. And I just say congratulations, each and every one of you who said yes to this opportunity. And I just say that please keep on praying for Ash and his family, the team that is working so tirelessly to get this going. Be patient. We are almost there. Some people have been waiting since 2018. We came in September, October, November, December, just 3 months. We can wait a little bit more. Let's support each other. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
So beautiful, Kiva.
Well done,
Thank you
Kiva.
so much. That is truly coming from your heart as well. And as you said, you know, those who don't see the vision, it's almost a sadness that we feel, because we wonder how they can't see the vision that's been handed down. But they will come. And I just want to share with you also that that I may not have shared. If you have one position, and if you are able to afford another, I myself have bought a position for each of my children, you know, so that they're set up for life. I have bought one for Mimi and her parents, okay, so that her treatments, they will never have to worry about that again. I bought a position, a founder position for them, you know, so if you want any more, you can go to my links and you register under yourself and you become another person. You just have to use a brand new email if you were doing that. Our CEO, Ash, says, you only need one position. But if you do want to bless others, if you do have those finances, if you do, then buy one from yourself, you know, and put yourself in as a team. You can use your same name. I have, you know, if those ones that I have bought for my children, I haven't changed them over yet. I just set up a new email for them and they are in my name. So once we go and we launch and I decide when I want to change them over, right now I have control of the emails. I go in, I log in and do all of that stuff in those accounts, but it is available to you. So I just wanted to make sure, because I'm not sure whether any of you have heard that, that if you wanted to buy another position, then definitely it is there for you to do that. So, and that just makes it one extra source of income, really. So we are truly blessed, as you said. The dear Lord looked down and he found Ash Mufareh, and he truly blessed him with the ability, you know, like what company has or has ever had over 1 million founders before they go into launch. It's never been done before, you know, so I think we are in for a huge surprise, and not just about the apples, you know, it's about what's going to be available, you know, it's about helping the homeless, you know. Ash has just recently, a couple of days ago, for the On Passive Angels, and he was in Michigan, and we know our dear LC leader, Chris Johnson, lost his mum just recently, which was very sad, and he was unable to meet up with Ash because of his going through the grieving and the loss of his dear mum. So we send out prayers for all of those who are struggling in our world at this moment. We pray for all of those who are seeking guidance, you know, those who are lost and those who need something, that they see this opportunity for what it is, and about bringing that balance back to humanity. We will be heard all over the world. On Passive is a name that you will see everywhere. And I know that each and every one of you pray daily for our world. So I'd like to say thank you, Kiba. I'm going to turn off the recording for now, and then we can have a chat.